This is a bit of a jump back. This episode takes place on the road to Galleston Rock. To those of you listening, apologies, our Goliath Barbarian is not with us. Unfortunately, life got in the way this week, as it does sometimes. So we do not have Tor with us. He is with us in spirit, but he is not physically at the table.
Always in spirit.
Always.
Yeah. Every once in a while, can I just be like, yo?
We need to hear that.
Or,
yes.
I'm hungry.
We need to hear that, so you need to say that.
I'm hungry. I'm sitting in his seat, so I think I have to play the part.
Oh, fair enough.
Yep.
So, on night 2, we'll say, on your journey to Galleston Rock, you're bedding down for the evening. You've rolled out your bedrolls. Perhaps Liam's tiny hut was casted, perhaps not. But
Might be bitter.
I'm still a little bitter about it.
I understand, and Sariel is still bitter about that spell. So maybe we'll say your bedrolls around a nice campfire. And it's nice to be together again. Ember, do you want to start us off?
Well, I will say, because I've been so far away and I wasn't aware of what was going on necessarily, I was delighted but also super confused when I got your wedding invite.
I mean, a lot of people were very super confused by my wedding invite.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why were you confused that you got an invitation?
Why were you specifically confused?
Yeah.
I feel like when I left, that was like, 2.5 years ago, it was like flirtatious, but get out of here, I don't want to talk to you. And like, also he was super secretive all the time, and like, seemed like a player.
That's not a wrong assessment of him. It's not, but things happen, and people grow, and people change, and a lot has happened. I mean, especially with building the business took over so much of my life, and through everything, even though, you left for good reason. You helped rebuild Whitebridge. New Lara was super busy being the chaplain of Whitebridge. Umbra left. Seshim and Tor were in the guard. I really didn't have anyone except for him. And he was always around. So while everyone was leaving, he was the constant, and he never left except once.
Uh-oh.
So your surprise was in her marrying him. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you said I was surprised I was invited. That's what I...
Oh, no.
That's what I was thinking.
I was not surprised that I was invited.
That's where my confusion is.
Every single person in the world got an invite to that thing.
I'm sorry I'm popular.
Sorry, I brought that up.
I was delighted. I was really anxious to come back and see everybody, and I was really glad we were all together again, and now we're all still together. But I just feel like I was just shocked to see that, how your relationship built.
He's really an amazing person, and like I said, he stuck with me through so much, and there's a side of Samuel that not everyone else gets to see. It's just reserved, I think, for me. Everyone gets to see the doctor, and only I get to see Samuel. And he unknowingly and begrudgingly let down his guard in front of me, and he hated it, and he hated that he was vulnerable. And, when you guys left, I was pretty naive. I pretty much thought my life was going to be a fairy tale from that day forward, and life is not a fairy tale, and sometimes you have to make compromises in order to make your dream happen, and true love compromises. I realize he is a player, but behind all of that, he loves me. There's a definite difference between love and lust when it comes to him, and he loves me, and I had to change my vision of what love is. And love is not changing somebody. Even though he was more than willing to absolutely let go of that part of himself for me, I wouldn't let him, because I love him for him.
But like what you said about
calm down.
I have to wear that dress.
Okay?
You had to wear the dress, and the dress was gorgeous.
There's differing opinions about that.
Because your style every day just dictates that you understand style.
Wait, what are you wearing now?
You mean around the campfire?
Yeah, around the campfire. What are you wearing now?
I would say military dress down, like since we're on a campfire and outdoors would be like the outdoor.
Oh, which
I think she looks lovely right now.
Cool, I designed that.
I had to take out the feathers though.
There was no feathers!
I think there's feathers and everything you do.
Yeah, there's always a feather.
I definitely feel as though you should be that person that he should trust, and only you should really see that side of him, and that should be for everybody. You know, like I'm not who I always am around you guys. Only Steven sees that. You know, and I really feel like when I was gone for all that time in the other kingdom, like I really felt like I was a different person. I always had to have my guard up. I was trying to be in court and dealing in political affairs, and I was terrified the whole time that someone was going to find out that I was this poor little girl from a flower shop, and that, you know, people would look at me differently, and I was scared of that. So really only Steven was who I could trust in those moments, and I was trying my best to be, you know, walking that thin line between all of that. So I definitely see where that comes from.
But with him, I'm a better person. And Sashim, you know I'm a better person because without him, there was so much darkness. And he's the only thing that lights me up.
Well, I have noticed he calms you down a lot.
He
All this stuff of love and marriage and romance is very confusing to me. It's taken me a long time to really, like, okay, this could happen. Not to me, but I am enjoying my life as is.
And
But
you're
don't you
enjoying our
feel-
friendship.
Yeah,
Don't
you
push
feel
it.
as though there's people who you rely on in like a
Yes.
like not only just like to have your back in battle the way that Tor does or the way that we all do, but like also like to sit at a campfire and talk.
Well, whether she wants
This
to
is a
admit it
relationship.
or not, she was a very key element in Samuel and I getting back together.
If you say so.
You stormed into my office. I'm pretty sure I got slapped yet again. This seems to be an ongoing
did
thing.
you deserve it?
Yeah? Wait, I want to hear about the slap.
Sariel looks at Umbra. Lady Crow?
Yeah. I'm just sitting here.
And you demanded that I talk to him.
That is true. That is true.
So, don't you think that with all of that, you kind of brought us back together because you are my friend and you knew what was best for me?
I do what was best.
Say you're my friend.
If you must
I don't
insist.
think you need to hear that she's your friend. I
No,
think
I
the
do.
simple fact that she is sitting at this fire.
That is true.
No,
In
she likes to
this
fight
place.
things, and we're going after a dragon. I want you, Sashim, to say, Sariel, I am your friend.
Very well. You are my
Come on.
I don't know.
Friend! Oh, it feels so good.
Do you
to be
feel
right.
better now?
I do.
I
Okay.
feel
I was gonna say.
better. I was doing Tor. I feel better.
Sariel goes over to Sashim and begrudgingly, but for Sashim, gives her a big hug. I knew you'd come around to me.
Okay.
You have to admit, I've grown up a lot.
It only took 3 years.
Yeah.
Well, I've grown up a lot in 3 years. Speaking of growing up a lot in 3 years, Sariel looks over at Umbra. Hey.
Hi.
So what have you been doing for 3 years?
Oh,
Besides, looking pretty fantastic in the dress you were in my wedding.
yeah. Yeah, I liked that dress a lot.
That's a very pretty dress.
Yeah,
Did I design
it? was
it?
fierce. It was
Are you
fierce
still?
dress.
Fierce.
Did I design it?
I don't know. Do you export to Grey Brick?
Yeah,
I
Great
do.
Brick's a big enough city. Yeah.
I don't know.
Was the
I
name of the
mean-
dress Evelina?
Oh, shoot. I think it was.
Yeah, that was mine. That was mine.
Wow.
You look so pretty.
I mean, it was itchy, though. So.
Just like mine.
It looked itchy.
Now you understand.
Yeah.
It looked
I should
itchy.
have known there were feathers all over the collar.
Oh, feather.
You
With-
ever wear that where like all of a sudden you're poked from something
Yeah.
and you don't know why you're poked or itchy, and then all of a sudden you're like, what is this feather doing here? You were covered in them. I'm just letting you know.
I mean, I looked fierce though.
You did.
I did look fierce. Yeah. No, it's been a long time. I went back with
Lashana Starflower.
okay. I went back with Lashana to like, kind of root out the corruption that was in Greybreak. So, yeah, we. I mean, it was rough at first. We were, hiding out in the forest and, lots of camping and bonfires and things like that. And, we basically trained for a year, just, drilling and all of that.
Did you ever
Did
do,
you
like-
see my new maneuvers? I worked really hard on them.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I'm not just a rogue now. I'm a fighter.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah. So now I'm pretty wicked, and I have really good maneuverability, and you guys will see. I'll be able to distract for you and give you opportunities. I'll yell them out to you as we go,
Sounds good.
because I got that down now. And yeah, so basically we took over the government after a lot of sieges and battles and things like that, and I am Luciano heads up the actual council that oversees the city now, and I am her like sidekick, like right hand. Like,
Right hand man?
she's kind of bringing me along and showing me the ropes.
Wow.
That's really great.
That
Did
was-
you have to like read any books or anything, or it was just like on the hand, like on hand training?
It's all been training and learning as you go. And
So, and Serial kind of like skirts around the issue a little bit. So, what happened to your leg? Was that a mistake?
it's a accident with a wyvern dismount.
Wow.
Insight check. I would like to see if I believe her.
Sure. Umbra, roll either, if you're lying, roll deception. If you're telling the truth, roll persuasion. Do not tell us which one you're rolling. Ember, roll insight.
6.
Nope, you got nothing.
You believe her.
I believe her.
Yep.
But you were so good on the wyverns. That's so weird. I mean, you're pretty much why we won the Battle of Whitebridge.
Yeah, and
But they
I'm
take a
good
lot of
now. I mean,
training.
don't get me wrong, like I'm amazing at it, but just a silly mistake.
And so incredibly humble. Obviously, you've been staying around me for just a little bit too long.
Yeah,
Good for you.
You know.
Confidence looks good on you.
thank you.
So I saw when I was walking through the town this like medical center or something with your name on it.
Yes.
What is that about?
I think that's a tribute from Tour. He recognized the talent that I have and that I was able to cure and heal, and I think he wanted to pay tribute, and that's why it's on my name.
That's very sweet.
I listen to all of you now, and you all have been on your own personal journeys, where you've discovered new people in yourselves,
Well, you
and
helped
that's wonderful.
with that. You did help with that an
You
awful
know?
lot.
I hope I did, because I think we cannot lose ourselves. You've made a marriage, wonderful marriage. You seem to have grown in it in the last 3 years or whatever. But don't lose sight of who you are and what you want. He's an addition to your life. He's not your life.
I mean, it's very good advice.
That I was thinking of that as I'm listening. Sashim, don't ever say that's not for you. You don't know if you will meet somebody down the line who will think like you, feel like you, act like you. Your soulmate.
Mom's laying some knowledge on us.
And I'll
That
wear
Ember-
whatever dress you want
Ember
at your
has
wedding.
found her soulmate.
I'll make you wear sackcloth
But
if
I
that
don't-
ever happens, okay?
Never, never, never. You're on a different journey now. And it's wonderful that you're happy. And Umber will always have a reminder of what she did 3 years ago, because she gave her leg up for that. So we cannot forget who we are, what we've done, and what people want from us. And what we got to give them.
So, I mean, that's all very good advice, but you say not to forget ourselves, but you've gone through a change.
I have, but I feel I have made a change, but mostly it has been in how I look and how people might perceive me now. Not dark clothing and the bald head. I wanted to change the outside of me for the inside of how I felt inside. And that's why I grew my hair and I changed it to different colors. My clothing were different colors. But I still feel that I haven't finished doing what I'm not supposed to do. And I feel such a strong feeling that we're all in on it. We have to all do it. Like you're part of the destiny that awaits us. You are, and Tor. It's something that we got to do together. This is something that I feel. Whatever awaits out there, whatever we got to do, we have to do it together. So I think we can't lose sight of who we are because our fight is still there.
I felt that way as well, and that's why I was anxious to
See?
to go on the road. And it wasn't necessarily because, coming home and then a dragon attacked. Oh, let's go kill the dragon. It's not that. It wasn't impulsive for me. It was, this is my family, and there's something out there calling us.
Yes.
And that's the way I felt.
Yes.
I felt these are the people that I need to be with.
Yes.
And I need to go and I need to take care of this. Because I was working with another group when I was in the other city. Like, I was working with another group of amazing women who were talented, but there was something that was missing. There was a connection.
And I don't know if you feel this,
closeness.
but I feel like an unrest that we need. There's something we got to do before I can really rest.
I don't know if it's
Something.
if it's
Yes.
an unrest, but there is something, a drive, a pull, a force.
I just named it that. It could mean something else to you.
Being in the military has taught me many things. And I didn't realize until right now, being around you, that the one thing I always felt with our little group was trust. It took me a little while, but I realized I can rely on each of you for one purpose or another, for healing, for vicious mockery, a good fireball, a good rogue disappearing and coming back, or just a good smash from
good healing.
Tor. But if we need to do what we need to do, whatever it is,
And I think we need to do what we got to do.
then
It
no.
will lead us to what we have to do. We will know what we're doing.
Yes,
It's not like we're in the dark. I
but
hope you all feel that.
Well, I left a handsome husband and a thriving business the day after I got married to come out and sleep on the ground with you guys.
oh, bitch.
No, there's a point. There's a
If that's
point.
not a falling, what is?
There's a point. The point is that from day one, you've let me in and you've trusted me and you've let me express my abilities for more than just a show. And I trust in you, Nulara, more than any other human being that I know. Sashim, I trust in you and your abilities. Ember, I've never seen anyone do what you do. And Umbra, we hardly even see you sometimes because you're so...
But that's a good thing.
She's always
all of a
doing
sudden there's
something.
an
That is
arrow
good.
in darkness, and you're like, I hope that was her.
And Tor, we protected with our lives. And I left that handsome husband and Whitebridge and the thriving business and my father because I want to protect you all with my life.
Thank you.
Accurate.
It's very accurate.
I pay attention.
But I do miss him.
Maybe we won't be gone long.
Not to break immersion, but Sashim, were you done? I feel like you.
Just one more thing.
I want to make sure you got whatever.
Wherever it is, I have your back. And I hope, and most likely you will have mine. So whatever it is, onward we go.
And Sariel hugs her again. I'll always
We
have your
have to
back.
all feel that way for all of ourselves. We have to. Well, you have my back, I have your back. Whatever it is, because we've been through too much. And we are going to go through a lot. So let's stay focused.
Don't worry about that.
And I want to kill a dragon, and I want that dragon to be my new couch in my new manor.
I'd pay to see
Can I
that.
have some
I'm
scales
down
for
with
like
that.
a nice handbag?
Oh, absolutely.
I want
Don't
a belt.
forget, guys. Don't forget. We
A
still
belt.
gotta
I
get
mean,
the
I
dragon.
want killer boots. Can I get killer boots?
Just want
Wait,
a
if
belt.
we get a dragon, I definitely say we make like friendship bracelets or something.
All right, let's not get carried away, okay?
Why? Tor has a necklace.
Of everything he's ever killed. Look at
So
him.
why can't we have scale bracelets?
Let's stay focused, people.
But what color?
Let's get
The white.
Excuse me. Let's get the dragon first. Then we can decide what we want to do.
Oh,
Keep as an emblem for ourselves, as a souvenir for ourselves, as the job well done.
Oh, I'm killing it. I'm killing it, killing it, killing it.
Let's not
What
forget
do you
ourselves.
think we should? I don't know if maybe now's not the time. Seriously, out of game because Tor's not here. But honestly, I think in game it's a good time to talk about what do we call ourselves. We separated for a little while. We came back. Now we're here again. We're as a group. Like we're on the road. We can't just be the adventurers. Like
I don't know. If only there were just invisible people listening to us that could perhaps help us with this.
provide us with me.
That could provide us with some sort of knowledge.
To know what people see us as. I mean, we're like legends now.
and,
Like,
and there's
how do
6
they
of us, so
talk-
maybe something
talk
that
about
rhymes
us?
with
Guys,
6.
guys. Legends.
We're legends in Whitebridge.
Let's not lose sight of what we gotta do. Let's not lose sight, guys. Then we could get a nice name, whether it's Legends or the Legend of
Legendary.
Whitebridge, the group, whatever it is. But we do need a name.
I think we need a name.
I agree. This is just an idea. Should we write out any ideas that we have?
I would like to message
Okay.
Steven before I go to bed.
25 words.
Hold on, I got
Shorter
1,
than
2, 3,
Twitter.
4,
Wow.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16.
If I see her messaging Steven, I'm going to want to message Samuel.
25 words.
Got it.
Go ahead, you go first.
It's very simple. I love you and I miss you.
I'm not hearing this, right? Sashin doesn't hear that message.
No,
you
Sashi was
whispering
getting
it?
ready for bed.
Yeah,
I'm
just
I
getting
don't
by.
really care. I'm my sending stone.
Oh, okay.
You would see her and hear her, so
Ah,
It would be with sending stone though. Are you doing message or sending stone?
you say
I love you and I miss you.
you get a very simple reply. Of course you do.
That's too
gotta
much
love the
vin.
doctor.
There's too much
He's
vin
a
in there, dude.
wackadoodle.
Samuel, darling, something more than that, please.
No, that's
That's
it.
it. You only get one
You
a
only get
day.
one.
With the sending stone?
Once a day.
Once a day. You can use it once a day. It's casting, sending once.
Oh,
That's what he would say. That's what he would say to that.
Of course you would.
I know. And that what Sariel would say would be, fucking kill him.
He's lucky to have you. Saying, you know what? There's a seat. What is it? It's an ass for every toilet seat.
A lid for every pie.
Okay.
He's still a bit of a scoundrel. It's just slightly more tame than he used to be.
Because he's in love.
Yes. How we doing over there, Ember?
Okay. Hello, honey bunny, pudding poop. How are the boys? How are the girls? Question. Can you find a teleportation circle in the city? Love you.
25. Okay, so you said hi. You asked about the dogs, the girls.
I said the boys, but yeah.
Okay.
The girls as in the adventures.
Mm-hmm. And
And I said,
teleportation
can you
circle.
find a teleportation circle in the city?
Okay. Oh, hi, babe. Boys are good. Girls have kind of taken over. They're really good but scary. What's a teleportation circle? Love you too.
Gonna wait till tomorrow.
I just picture Sariel and Ember kind of looking at their sending stones like, well, that was informative.
that helped a lot. Do you feel much better now?
He's
Well, at least I know he's alive.
Well,
He's
that is
alive
true.
and he's still sassy.
And also, I know the city hasn't been, like, destroyed. So, yeah, I'm happy.
All right. I'm laying down to bed.
On that
I'll
note,
take a watch.
you will all settle in for the evening. You take your watches. And I'll break there.